sister-in-law threw away the Thanksgiving dishes I spent 3 days making in front of my children. Now she's spending Christmas alone. My brother Tom married Jessica 5 years ago, and from day one, she made it clear she was the family's new holiday coordinator. Fine by me because I had a 2-year-old and a newborn at the time, and could barely coordinate getting dressed. For the first few years, I'd bring simple stuff like rolls or a pie from the bakery, and Jessica would make passive-aggressive comments about store-bought contributions, but nothing too bad. This year was different because both my kids were finally in school, and I had time to actually cook. I was excited to bring my grandma's stuffing and sweet potato casserole that everyone used to beg for before she passed. I spent 3 days preparing everything, making sure the seasonings were perfect, and even using her vintage serving dishes that matched the recipes. Tom knew I was bringing these dishes because I'd texted him asking about oven space for reheating. He said Jessica had everything planned down to the minute, but he'd make sure there was room. When I arrived carrying my heavy dishes, Jessica opened the door and her face immediately dropped. She said she'd already made stuffing and sweet potatoes, and didn't I get her email about assignments? There was no email. She took my dishes and said she'd find space for them on the table somewhere. I went to help my kids hang up their coats, and when I came back to the kitchen, Jessica was scraping my grandma's stuffing into the trash. The entire thing, just dumping it like garbage while maintaining eye contact with me. She said it looked too dry and would ruin the meal aesthetic. Then she took the sweet potato casserole and said the marshmallows on top were too brown and tossed that too. My grandma's antique dishes were sitting empty on the counter. I asked what the hell she was doing, and she said she was maintaining standards for her dinner party. Tom walked in right as she was throwing away the last of it and just shrugged, saying Jessica knew best about food presentation. My mom saw the whole thing and whispered that I shouldn't make a scene on a holiday. My dad pretended he didn't notice. Everyone just let her throw away food I'd spent days making in front of my children who'd been excited to eat grandma's recipes. I didn't say another word the entire dinner. Jessica served her bland stuffing and runny sweet potatoes while commenting how much better it was when everyone followed the meal plan. She kept looking at me waiting for a reaction, but I just smiled and complimented everything. That night I started planning. Christmas was coming, and Jessica had already started posting on social media about hosting again. She'd sent a real email this time with assigned dishes for everyone and specifically put me down for drinks only. Perfect. I waited until the week before Christmas, then started my calls. First, I called my mom saying Jessica had texted me that Christmas was canceled because she had the flu. Then I called my aunt with the same story. I told everyone Jessica said she was too sick to host, but didn't want to ruin everyone's plans, so could they spread the word quietly. Meanwhile, I booked a private room at the nice restaurant downtown for Christmas dinner and invited everyone except Jessica and Tom. I said it was my treat for the family since Jessica's cancellation left us scrambling. Everyone RSVP'd yes immediately. On Christmas morning, Jessica posted photos of her perfectly set table and the turkey she'd started at dawn. She was expecting 30 people. At noon, she started texting asking where everyone was. My mom responded that we'd heard she was sick and made other plans. Jessica called Tom's phone screaming that no one was coming. She tried calling around, but everyone was already at the restaurant with me. Phones conveniently silent. The best part was my uncle posting a family photo from the restaurant saying how grateful we were to be together despite the last-minute change. Jessica commented asking what change, and my mom replied that we'd heard she had the flu. Jessica spent Christmas with a 30-pound turkey and sides for 2 people. She went completely nuclear in the family group chat saying I'd sabotaged her holiday. I responded with confusion saying I'd only passed along what I'd heard about her being sick, and wasn't it wonderful that the family still got to celebrate together. Everyone else chimed in thanking me for saving Christmas with the restaurant reservation. Tom called me furious, but I just said maybe Jessica should have thought about wasting food before she threw away my grandma's recipes in front of my kids. Jessica hasn't hosted a single family event since.